The eraser can not only remove strokes, but it can even remove things like the last stroke that you finished drawing, and also can be used to create artwork. So what I'm going to do with this layer selected is I'm going to go to my paint tools, and I'm going to once again double click on the Everest layer to put her in her own layer. And I'm going to grab the brush first, and I'm going to find a good frame to work on. Let me go ahead and just scrub a little bit. You'll notice, by the way, I can scrub here or down here in the timeline. And I'm going to take about, let's see, 60% opacity or so. And I'm going to just paint this blue color right around her eyes like so, and on the muzzle. Now what we can do is grab the eraser tool. And you'll notice, by the way, that we have, if you look at the entire paint panel, we have erase here, that it's ghosted out because we don't have the tool selected. So I'll click on the eraser, and now the eraser wakes up, and I have it already selected, and I can just start to erase the last stroke. Now, as I mentioned before, the eraser can be used as an art tool as well. So if I wanted to create stripes on her, I can simply increase the size of the brush. Let me go ahead and increase the diameter. I can go ahead and just erase some of the things I've already put in place. A little easier sometimes to go this way as opposed to drawing this kind of shape. So of course it doesn't look great, but you get the idea. You can create stripes, and you can put dots on something, and you can use this as a drawing tool. But there are a couple of different functions for the eraser. As you can see here, we have layer, source, and paint. So as you can see here, I'm erasing both the paint and the layer itself, which I don't want to do, but as you can see, that's what it does. We also have the ability to erase paint only, and you'll see that the cat is not being affected by this eraser, and in reality she'd probably eat the eraser. And we also have last stroke only, which is very interesting. Let me go ahead and change the color of the brush to something like a greenish color, and I'm going to paint 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3. Now with the eraser set to last stroke only, look what happens when I try to erase the top one. Nothing. How about the second one? Nothing. But the last stroke was this guy. So it's pretty cool. This is really handy when you want to do things like stripes or anything that you only want to affect the last one. And this gives you the freedom to not mess up anything else. Another use for it, let me go ahead and delete these strokes here, is if I take my brush and I draw a wide area like so, and I draw another area that's next to that one, and I only want to play around up here. So I can grab my eraser, and I have the last stroke only, and you notice that I can kind of whittle into that part and not really bother anything down here. So that is a look at the eraser. Once again, it can erase in several different ways, or you can use it to create artwork as well.